So I've been talking about the glasses I ordered from Zenni Optical, my sponsor. Now, I've never ordered glasses online before. I didn't trust it, to be honest. But mine had a scratch, and Zenni was my sponsor, so I kind of sort of had to do it, right? I mean, I can't tell you about it if I haven't done it. So my previous thinking was, prices are too cheap. These can't be good. I'm not going to like them. I'm picky. I take that back. Mine costs about $70, and I can't tell the difference from the $500 pair I purchased 2 months ago. By the way, my wife likes them too. She said they look good on your face, and I want some too. And at about $70 or less, I can buy them. I am surprised, and I'm a customer. Zenni Optical has prescription glasses, sunglasses, blue light lenses, all starting at under $30. Go to Zenni.com, pick a frame, upload your prescription. They'll ship it to your door. No appointment, no store, no upsell at the counter. And Zenni has that virtual try-on, so you can see exactly how the frames look on your face, and that is very cool and confidence building. If your glasses are overdue for a refresh, now it's time. Go to Zenni.com/podcast and use the code podcast15 for 15% off your first order. The styles sell out pretty quick, so don't sit on this. Go to Zenni.com/podcast, promo code podcast15. Okay, funny story. My wife was listening to my podcast the other day. Yes, she does that. And she said, what's this thing called Whatnot you keep talking about on your podcast? Are you shopping without me? Yes, I am. I'm cheating on you. It's called Whatnot. It's live shopping with chat, and it's a lot of fun. Look, I coach a lot of people online. I coach people to make money online. Most don't know how to do it. And I have been telling a few lately to go to Whatnot, see what they're doing, and give it a try. If you're a Whatnot seller, you really shine, and your people find you. And that's a big deal because if you're selling online, they need to find you for you to make money, right? And then they become repeat customers because they see your face, not just your logo. Whatnot is the largest dedicated live shopping platform, whether it's beauty, it's collectibles, electronics, luxury, fashion, even cookies. Yep, cookies. Sellers are building real thriving businesses. Anyone can do it too. Some people on Whatnot are selling, get this, 10 times as much as they do on other major marketplaces. And you don't know this, but Whatnot buyers spend more than an hour on the app every day. They're not browsing. That's why they call them buyers. They're buying your stuff. So here's how it works. You go live, you showcase your products, and you earn real income. Search Whatnot, WHATNOT, in the App Store, download, and you can start selling right away.
Never give up, fighting till the end, gotta get back up. No time for loss, fighting till the end no matter what the cost. Keep moving, gotta get back up, what? Keep moving, gotta get back up. Keep moving, gotta get back up, what? Keep moving, gotta get back up.
How are you? Happy Thursday? No, it's Tuesday. Come on in. Sorry about that. I'm a little perplexed. I was watching TV Saturday night about 6:15 and went, holy moly, what was that? I have my thoughts, and I will talk about it for just a couple of minutes today. But first, I am here today because I hear little birdies telling me that you're procrastinating. You ain't getting stuff done, are you? Now, okay, maybe not you, but somebody who's listening today is, and it may be you. I just don't want to make you feel bad, all right? But there's probably a couple of reasons why you are. We'll talk about that today. Give you a question you can use to get out of it, to stop it, because procrastination is just bad. It hurts, drags you down. It's not good for anything. So we'll see if we can bust that today, okay? It is the Daily Boost from motivationtomove.com, the positive boost you need every single day since 2006. Doing this thing. Nearly 5,000 episodes, and I have got a scratchy voice. I had a recording session today I had to do for something I'm working on right now, a very cool, large project, and in a studio, people directing me, doing the thing, and it went on for 6 hours. And I'm like, man, I got a podcast to do. I got to go. Save me a little bit of voice. So we'll try. My name is Scott Smith. Good to have you here today. So back to what I was saying for just a moment or so, because I normally don't get into politics. Although I think it's a part of what we do. I think personal growth is about learning that stuff, but I think you don't come here for that. But unless you're living on another planet, that's where you've been the last 48 hours. So I'm watching TV on Saturday, flipping through the screen. My wife is in the kitchen. I'm just kind of doing what husbands do, annoying the wife by flipping the channels. And I stop into President Trump's rally, former President Trump's rally. I said, well, let's see what he's got going on. Let's talk. I hadn't heard him for a while. Let's go ahead and listen, see what's going on. And I was here about 60 seconds and boom, I see it. It just happens. And I see the guy duck and all the stuff you've seen so far. And my wife says, what happened? I said, this dude just got shot. I don't know if they hit him or not. I don't know how I knew right away, but I just knew. And then slowly things unfold a bit. He stands up and all the stuff happens that we saw 1,000 times not on Saturday night TV. And all I can remember is one thing. I just saw a miracle happen. I don't care where you are politically, left, right, in the middle. It makes no difference to me. If you and I will sit next to each other at the restaurant, if you will listen to this podcast, if I will take your email when you send it to me, I don't give a crap. You're an American. You're human. That's it. So what we saw Saturday night was wrong. Period. Wrong. Human being standing on stage, somebody tried to kill him. Shot a bullet. 6, some will say it. Maybe I'm mad. But I saw a miracle. I saw a human turn his head for a millisecond. And in that millisecond, a bullet whizzed past him. He didn't die. I saw that happen. And so I have some very, very sage advice for the next 6 months. Some advice that you might not have thought of or heard about. Things are going to get hot and crazy. Everything's going to fire up after this. People are going to be talking. Whatever they try to calm is going to get crazy because people are like that. You're going to be the same, whether it's tomorrow or next week or the day before the election or the day after the election. You're going to be the same person you are today. Maybe you've grown a little bit from this show, but you're still going to be basically the same person. So that's not going to change. So since we saw a miracle and we saw somebody turn their head, boom, and in just a blink of the eye, not lose their life, although somebody else did. We saw that. And I'm going to suggest for the next couple of months as these things happen, you get really good at just turning your head. You get really good at making your own miracles. You get really good at focusing on what you want, paying attention to what's important to you and how you want to build your life and how you want to contribute to the world and how you want to be. You get really good at building your legacy. You act in a way that when you're gone, people think of you in the way you would like them to think about you. You do that now. You focus forward on what you want to do with your agenda and your ambition. You do everything you want to do. As the world flies past you and aims directly at you, turn your head. Just a second, then come back and get focused. And you pay attention to that. Okay, I'll stop there. Woke you up, didn't I? You want to talk about procrastination? Talk about a terrible train wreck segue, but I promise I'd talk about it, so I will. If you come on this show, you're going to get me. Sometimes that's not good for me, but you're going to get me. So talk about putting stuff off, huh? It's intentional. It's habitual sometimes. It's something that is essential, something that should be done. It's something that you shouldn't be doing, right? There's something you should be doing, but you're not doing. So it happens. What is going on? Well, if you are looking at your world today and you're trying to figure out how to make your world better and you just can't get yourself to do it, I have learned over time doing the job that I do that sometimes it's real. Sometimes it just takes way longer than you think. I was on my Face Your Passion coaching call the other day and talking to Boston, and Boston said, she goes, one thing I've learned about this, it just takes so much longer than I thought it was going to take to kind of whittle through the pieces and to sift and sort what's going on in your life and to figure out what's happening. Sometimes what you think you're procrastinating, you're just working through. So give yourself some credit on that. But there are a couple other things I want to talk about. Number one, it may be possible that you are not procrastinating at all. Instead, you may be forcing yourself to do something that you don't need to do anyway. Notice I said need to do. You don't need to do it. There are some things you need to do. And you very well may be putting it off because it's nothing you want to do. But there are many cases you have put something on your plate, you're paying attention to something, you have created something in your life that you're not doing, and it's of your own doing. So if you're putting something off, just question, do I need to do this? Does it have to be done at all? Could I just walk away from it? Did I put this on my plate and didn't mean to? There's another possibility. That whatever you're procrastinating, it just doesn't mean enough to you for you to even start the process. Said another way, something else means more. Now, when we say something else means more, to me, that's like, well, that's not a good thing because it's easy to find other things that mean more. Well, of course, Scott, going out and having a good time is more fun. I want to do that more than stay home and work. But when you look at it and say, it doesn't mean enough to you to start the process, that's different. And that could be that you don't need to do it. That could be that it's something you put off for such a long time, you just ignored. Maybe you didn't even know you were ignoring it and suddenly it showed up in your life. Yes, there are those moments when suddenly you just have to take care of it. So sometimes you just don't want to do it. You didn't want to do it. Other times it just doesn't mean anything to you to go after it. So a little inside baseball here. Don't ever put anything on your plate. And if at all possible, don't allow anything to get on your plate that doesn't mean something to you. As I say in Face Your Passion all the time, our goal is really simple: to do more of what you love to do and less of what you don't love to do. So stop putting what you don't love to do on your plate to begin with, and you'll eliminate about 95% of your procrastination because you'll want to do everything you're doing. And there's one more way of thinking about this that I've heard before, and I'm kind of stealing some of the words a little bit, maybe because I thought this way, but I never really thought about it, to be honest with you. I just thought there's something going on here, but I didn't quite get it. And that is the wisdom you have. If you're older, well, I guess it doesn't really matter what your age is, because if you have any experience at all, you've got some wisdom. But your mission in life is to become wise. Some of you all are very young. You're just collecting knowledge right now. But until you can crystallize that knowledge into wisdom, in other words, you have so much knowledge and you can see it differently because it's way back in your brain and you can withdraw the pieces and parts that come out and give you a conclusion. You're crystallizing that knowledge into wisdom is what you're doing. Sometimes the things you're procrastinating, it's really your wisdom telling you it's not something you should be doing. It's not something that should be on your radar at all. Maybe somebody else put it there. Maybe you stumbled into it. Maybe you just let your guard down. Sometimes it's the wisdom of you working so hard over the years and you haven't even paid attention to what you've learned. Your wisdom saying, what are you still doing that for? If you had stopped thinking this way, you wouldn't have to do stuff that way. I don't know, something to think about, huh? In my view, it's three things. It's possible you're not procrastinating. Just forcing yourself to do something you don't need to do anyway. That's huge. I cannot tell you how many people I just take the weight off their shoulders and I say, you don't need to do that. Maybe it just doesn't mean enough to you. Other things mean more. Or maybe your crystallized knowledge has become wisdom and it's nagging at you saying, hey, come on, man. What are you doing that for? You're way beyond that. It's possible, isn't it? All right, let's get out of here. I'll come back tomorrow, hopefully a little bit more voice for you. For now, as we push forward in this crazy season we're about ready to embark upon, get good at turning your head. Stay on your path. See you tomorrow.
Keep moving, gotta get back up, what?